Thank you very much, Hillel. I'm honored to be here. I'm happy that we are here because it's important. We are not here only to speak about the future of UNRWA. It's about our common future as fellow human beings. This is what it is about. I learned about World War II. I learned about everything that happened in history when I was a child in Burkina Faso, growing up in a traditional family, growing up in a poor village, walking barefoot, not even knowing that Belgium existed, and just only aspiring to learn and to become a free, independent, emancipated human being as a girl. And I grew up in this Islamic environment. Everything could have happened to me. I would have never been here, except knowing that people like Rousseau were also in Geneva and didn't know anything more about that. But thanks to education provided by other people than organizations like UNRWA, I'm here today, and I know the things that I know. I learned that I have a responsibility as a human being, and that we are all equal. Nobody should ever have to convince anyone that Jews are human beings. But in religion that I've seen, they call Jews dogs. They call people like me, who become secular, dogs. This must change. So I would like to share a short story with you to begin with. I was to my first ever Shabbat dinner, and I saw this woman, this friend of mine, preparing for dinner. And like in any other family, she had 4 kids with her husband. And they were like, being rushed, slowing down, arguing, laughing, everything you can find in a family, everything that we daily consider as super boring or irritating, but this is actually what we all fight for. And then when I looked at her and the kids, I thought, this that I'm seeing now, this beautiful moment and everything I'm seeing now is what the radical Muslims and Hamas do not want to see existing. They don't want these people to exist and share this moment that every other person would like to share with their family, that I also share with my daughter, that I shared with my siblings and my parents growing up. When I went to speak in January in a school in New York, a little girl of 9 years old followed me until down. When I was about to leave, I was having my coat on, and she asked me, she didn't want, obviously, to ask in front of everyone. She asked me, what should I do? What can I do if people hate me because I'm Jewish? And I could see she was expecting an answer. What can I say? I'm not Jewish. I am a human being. I am a secular Muslim. And I love you so much. And so many people love you too. Just be you, be yourself. And I still feel that we owe this kid and everyone else who ask themselves this question, we are responsible to build a world where nobody should ever ask himself this question. And in that world, UNRWA does not exist. Radical Islam does not exist. The values of enlightenment, European values, do exist and are much stronger. I'm very ashamed that my country, Belgium, is not refraining from sponsoring UNRWA. And you know why? It's because of this deep philosophy of victimhood. When they see people like me, they want to treat us like victims. I know why they hate people like me, because we don't want to be victims. We are human beings, we have a potential that we can achieve. They treat Palestinians like victims. They treat immigrants in Europe like victims. They do not want to unlock your potential. The reason why they continue giving the money is to continue having the votes from a certain populations in Europe that refuse to integrate and that puts Islam above our constitution, above our laws, and above everything we have inherited from. Everything that says that people like me should be free, that all of us are equal. So I think that we need to continue pushing for Europe and for the remaining countries to stop funding UNRWA. We need to make sure that other agencies can take over the job. They're doing it well in other countries. Look at UNICEF, like UNHCR. I think also that whatever replaces UNRWA should make sure that the employees are not necessarily from Gaza. They need to have international unbiased people to work for them. To see the son of Hillel, who spoke here earlier, being dragged into an UNRWA car, who wants to be paying for this? Do we want to be paying for terrorism? I did not read my speech because seeing you today just inspired me to say something else. So I didn't want to read the speech that my advisors wrote for me together with me. They're going to be very disappointed because they spent all weekend working. I just spoke from my heart because we have to do something here, and we are all a giant family of human beings, and the individual exists beyond his color, his gender, his race, and his history. We are all human beings, and that is what we need to push from. And if I was Gutierrez, I would do my job. I would do my job. That's what I'm calling him for. Thank you.